This is For What It's Worth, the world's first Mary Worth podcast. Sam and Eric use coarse language, and if you are offended by coarse language, please save yourself some trouble and cover your ears.
There she stood in the doorway. I heard the mission bell. I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. She lit up a candle and she showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor. Thought I heard them say, "This is For What It's Worth, the world's first and only Mary Worth podcast. My name is Sam." Eric. Eric, are you there? I thought we were recording and you're supposed to introduce yourself. I just got an email. Hang on, let me check my email here. Oh, it's from Eric. Okay, let me see. It says, "Dear Sam, it's me, Eric. I got sick and my throat is all messed up. I've lost my voice, so I can't record a new episode of For What It's Worth with you this week." Oh, well, that's a bummer. I thought we were recording, but okay, let's read on. "Do you remember a few years ago when we first started reading Mary Worth together? We recorded ourselves talking about it. I thought we could run that this week. Hugs and kisses, your pal, Eric." Well, I appreciate the hugs and kisses. Thanks, Eric. And that's a really good idea. So, here's a blast from the past, from way back in April 2009, that you can only find right here on FWIW Classic Mary Worth Podcasting.
Moving on then, let's discuss our favorite comic. This is the comic discussion portion of the show that we call, what do we call it?
For What It's Worth.
Eric and I have an affinity for a certain newspaper comic strip about an octogenarian who is full of good, sage advice, who helps people even when they don't want to be helped.
Yes.
And
exactly.
her name, this patron saint of all things that are well advised, is Mary Worth.
Yes.
I've been reading Mary Worth for about 8 months now.
Yes.
You've been reading for about 6 or so?
Yes.
Well, let's give them a little bit of background on what's going on, because we're in the middle of the storyline right now in Mary Worth.
Yes, sorry. You give them a rundown.
Okay, basically, Mary Worth is an old lady who lives in Charterstone Apartments, or Charterstone Retirement Village, or something. It's Charterstone, I know that much for sure. And she has a boyfriend whose name is Dr. Jeff.
Dr. Jeff.
Dr.
Good enough.
Jeff. I forget Dr. Jeff's last name, but it doesn't matter. Dr. Jeff is Mary Worth's boyfriend, and Mary Worth has, Dr. Jeff has a grown-up daughter who is a doctor, and her name is Dr. Dot.
Yes.
So her name is Adrian. Her name is...
I wish.
Her name is Adrian, and Adrian has just met a smarmy man with a pencil-thin mustache named Mr. Ted Convey, and they are going
basically,
to get married.
For those of you who don't know, he basically looks like Gomez from the Addams Family.
He looks very much like Gomez from the Addams Family. And this whole time he's been like needling Adrian and Dr. Jeff like, "Oh, I used to be a photographer for National Geography magazine."
Yes, not National Geographic. National Geography.
And he was a photographer for 10 years. And would you like to donate some money to these starving children in Vietnam?
So he basically did a Nigerian prince scheme.
Yeah, and from the beginning, everybody suspected, Ted Convey was a flim-flam man.
Yes.
totally just bamboozling the Doctor family. Maybe Jeff's last name is Doctor.
Maybe that's it.
Jeff Doctor and Adrian Doctor.
Dr. Jeff Doctor.
Dr. Jeff Doctor and Dr. Adrian Doctor.
Yes.
So he's been bamboozling and flummoxing the Doctor family for quite a while, getting money out of them, and just recently he started mentioning to Adrian that he has a sister named Vicky who is in double dutch with some muscle men sort of guy, and he owes a lot of money to a lot of people.
Uh-oh.
So
that poor woman.
What?
I said, that poor woman.
Oh, poor Adrian. She is a slave to the emotion that we humans call love.
All right, well, continue on.
But anyway,
That's...
So, she's talking to Dr. Jeff, or Dr. Dad in this case,
Yes.
and he makes her call him Dr. Dad.
Yes.
I made that up. But
That doesn't really happen.
Dr. Dad does a background check on Mr. Ted Convey and discovers that he did not indeed work for National Geography for 10 years. It was more like 10 weeks.
Oh,
and he
my.
was not a photographer. He was something else. I don't remember what.
I don't know.
So anyway,
He was one of the animals. He was like a giraffe or something.
It is revealed this week that Ted Convey is a gibbon.
That's gonna happen next week.
Yeah, that's next.
He's gonna rip a mask off, and he's really a baboon.
He can't see. He just starts cramming apples into his mouth and scooting. But anyway, Adrian says, "I don't believe it, Dad. Ted loves me," and he runs out the door, and that leads us to
Today's.
last Sunday's strip.
All right,
Jeff Doctor is leaning out the door, and he is crying after his grown daughter.
Wait, who's doing Dr. Jeff?
You
We
want to
didn't
do
decide.
Dr. Jeff, or?
I'll do Dr. Jeff.
Okay.
Adrian, don't.
When her father discovers that Ted lied about his work history, Adrian rushes out to confront her fiancé. Adrian is sitting in the car, and she has a hot bubble coming out of her head with Ted's face in it.
And he's saying, "I love you, Queenie."
Adrian is distraught, and she begins to cry. She is thinking, whatever Ted lied about, he didn't lie about loving me. She's not the way he treats me. And then there is a thought bubble coming out of her thought bubble.
Yes.
With a picture of herself and Ted kissing.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen a double thought bubble in a comic.
It has happened several times in Merry Words. Happens all the time. And then, with dramatic blue and yellow lighting,
Her spidey sense, I guess.
with tears flowing out of her eyes, Adrian thinks, and I'm going to affect the voice now.
Okay.
He probably has a good explanation. Wiping her tears away. I don't care that he lied about his employment background.
And then they show a panel of Ted packing things up.
Packing up a suitcase.
He's like, "Well, better take my computer." No, he's not saying that.
Little laptop.
What the hell is that? He's like wrapping it up in like butcher's paper or something.
In his very tastefully decorated hotel room.
Yes, in usual Mary Worth fashion. Just ugly black and white paintings on the wall.
And people wearing outlandish clothing.
Yes.
In the and then that goes straight to Tuesday's strip, and you will notice in Merry Words, very little happens from day to day.
Yes.
Because
It's only two panels.
Adrian is still in the car. The narration panel says, Adrian tries calling her fiance as she rushes to see him. Pick up, Ted! Pick up!
And I'd like to point out that the guy in the hooded sweatshirt looks like exactly like Dr. Jeff?
He does. If you
Or
look at the side, he looks a bit like
either Dr. Ted or Ozymandias from The Watchmen.
That's him.
I did it!
And then Adrian, holding the world's smallest cell phone to her. Pick up the phone and tell me you have a good explanation for lying to me.
Are you sure that's a cell phone? Maybe that's why he won't pick up. It's not a cell phone. It's like a candy. It's a candy bar or something. Yep. That's what it is. It's a Zippo lighter. And also note that her shirt has changed color.
Has it?
Yep. On Sundays it's pink, and then on Monday it's black.
Oh, you're right.
Her dress or whatever it is.
She changed clothes really quick in the car.
Yep. In the matter of a few minutes.
She changed while driving. I've seen people do that before. So on Wednesday, she rushes up to Ted, who is packing what appears to be a large sheet cake pop
Yes.
in the trunk of his car
He's going to a surprise birthday.
for his sister Vicky.
Yes.
But I kept phoning you. Why didn't you answer?
I was going to call you later. Which hold on.
That voice.
I like that voice. I'm gonna do it again. I was going to call you later. Now, Vicky needs me now.
And now, Adrian is doing one of my favorite things in Mary Worth, lightly touching her fingertips to her breastbone. Happens 3 or 4 times.
It's dramatic.
Per week.
It's very dramatic, Sam.
Your sister can wait. I need to talk to you, Ted.
No time. I'm sorry, Adrian.
That voice is gonna kill me. And then, Thursday's trip,
Yes.
a complete departure from the drama taking place here
Wait,
in
Wednesday.
Sandersville.
You're getting a day ahead of yourself.
Oh, am I? It's Wednesday.
Yes.
Mary Worth is quietly celebrating Earth Day in her garden, which evidently is humongous.
Yes.
Look at her yard. She lives in a retirement community.
I think that's a cemetery, and she's just cutting
This is
flowers
old
up.
friend.
Yeah, she's at Aldo Kelrath's grave.
Oh, Aldo, we hardly knew ye. And, palatial estate that Mary Worth lives in.
Yes.
It's out in the courtyard. And there's a quote by Wendell Berry. The earth is what we all have in common. And then, I imagine this in Mary Worth's voice, the voice that I've affected every time I've read Mary Worth's dialogue. We only have one planet. Let's take care of it. She fondly strokes the stem of a rose.
It would be better if she just had a bare hand.
Cutting herself up with the thorn.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay. So that brief intermission ends on Thursday.
Adrian's playing it cool.
Yes.
She's leaning up against his car with her arms crossed. She's not taking any more Ted shit.
She looks like Fonzie or something. Just her posture, like one of those like.
Being Mr. Tough Guy here. Is it true you lied about working for Nation Geography?
No, of course I work.
For 10 weeks? Not 10 years like you said, Bob.
Is that what this is about? You're making a mountain out of a molehill.
Poking him pointedly in the chest.
Yes.
For 10 weeks? Oh, not 10 years.
Oh.
Not like you said,
I really wish they, you know how like for Watchmen they release like animated comics or whatever.
Yeah,
They should do that for Mary Worth.
we should do that for Mary.
Yes, we should, and include it.
That would be way too much work.
Exactly.
As is us talking about Mary Worth at length on our podcast.
Yes. Nobody's gonna listen to this.
Nobody. But we'll enjoy it. We'll look back fondly.
Yes.
After I die, you'll have these treasured memories.
All right.
You can show our kids when our kids come up and say, "What was Dad like?" No, sorry.
Yes.
What was Mom like? You can play these. You'll have them on a reel-to-reel recorder. Well, kids.
Yes.
But anyway,
Okay, that was kind of disturbing.
I'm leaving it in.
Okay.
But Friday. What else did you lie about Ted as she's holding the door of the car closed?
I don't have time to talk about this now, Adrian. We'll talk later.
And then he punches her.
Yeah.
He's like spinning around a little bit.
I think he's like got like a psychic fist or something. That's what that little thing is.
He's like
He's
using throwing her.
Yeah, he's using telekinesis to throw her away. Because seriously, if you look at the first panel, he's got his hand out, and then look at the second one, he's pushing her away.
Just bam, get out of here. Is your sister alive too? I don't even know why you're going.
All right.
And then on Saturday, do all comics have a Saturday comic?
I don't know. Mary Worth sure does.
Evidently, Karen Moy and Joe Gallia have nothing better to do on a Saturday morning. So they churn out another Mary Worth that nobody's going to read.
Yes.
And Adrian, as she appears to be slapping Ted in the face.
Yes. Or pulling on his ear like a teacher.
You're coming with me, mister. Ted, please talk to me. And then the voice off screen says, Edward Colby, you're under arrest. Put your hands up. You're calling him that. Ted's already assumed the position, hands behind his head.
Yep. He knows the drill.
He's decided to do the Macarena.
Because Karen Moy still thinks that's popular.
He's trying to distract police with a fun hand. I would like to point out, do you find it kind of disturbing that Ted isn't wearing a belt?
Yes.
But anyway,
It looks like they drew a belt in, but they didn't color it. It's the same color as his pants.
which happened in the day before too. So.
Yep.
But anyway, two detectives show up, one in lime green and the other in pumpkin orange.
They just got back from the Halloween party.
They're dressed like Harry and Lloyd in that scene from Dumb and Dumber.
Yes, they are.
But, yeah, the cop says, because that's his real name. He's charged with fraud, bigamy, forgery, tampering with public records. And
I love your voice for that guy.
the cartoon Irish cop in
Yes.
his
Yes.
in his nightstick and whistling. But anyway, that leaves us with a cliffhanger where we'll
Yes.
pick up next week,
Yes.
take you through the week in Mary Worth, and that's Mary Worth
For what it's worth.
for what it's worth.
Which is not much.
It's very little. I believe they should change the name of the title to Mary Worthless.
Yes.
Okay, we're back in the present. It's now 2012. We recorded what you just heard back in April of 2009, if you can believe that. This is the end of the show, but before we call it quits, I'd like to thank some people. I'd like to thank Wanders of Merryworth and Me. You can find him at merryworthandme.blogspot.com. It's a blog where Wanders writes jokes about Merryworth. He's a really funny guy, and he's a really nice guy, and we love him. I want to kiss him right on top of his little head. I'd also like to thank the Aquabats for not pursuing legal action against us because we use their track Sequence Erase as our theme song, and we do that without permission. I love those guys. They're the best band in the world. I'd also like to thank the Beach Boys for writing a song called California Girls before they uploaded their consciousnesses to the World Wide Web and re-recorded all of their greatest hits as low-quality midis. We play that song at the end of our show, and you're going to hear that in a couple of minutes. We'll be back next week with a new episode of For What It's Worth, where we'll discuss the ill-fated cruise ship disaster taking place for Wilbur and Dawn Weston. It's going to be a special double episode of For What It's Worth. My name is Sam, and speaking on behalf of my best buddy in the whole wide world, Eric, I'd like to remind you kids, plan for the future, because that's where you're going to spend the rest of your life. And that was your week of April 19th, 2009 in Merryworth. For what it's worth.